Okay, so this is a really quick tutorial about how to start painting your own Ikran patterns in something like Photoshop exclusively without having to do anything fancy in 3D painting software. So what you're going to probably want to start out with as a good guideline would be the base texture of the Ikran's. I guess in this case is going to be his head. So you can kind of see where you need to paint. It's going to suck a little bit because it'll be hard to do like seams and things like that, but that's just one of the issues you're going to run into painting it 2D like this. The first thing that we'll want to take a look at is understanding the channels. So I've brought in, this is the base game skin. And what you can see here that's really important is it's not like you're just painting the colors straight on, you're actually painting in the red, green, and blue channels. If you take a look at this channel, we can see the breakdown. So this is the red channel, the green channel, and the blue channel. So we're going to want to basically set up something that lets us emulate this kind of painting, but just in Photoshop. So the first thing you're going to want to do is create a new layer and just paint it black, right? So you can grab your black color, control backspace, that lets you fill it in fast. So that's nice, and you're going to just hide that. Next up, what you're going to want to do is make another layer, and we can start painting and maybe doing some markings or something, right? Make sure it's just white, and let's, start painting some stripes or something like that, right? Some stripes on his forehead a little bit here, maybe, right? So that's what we want to do. Next up, you'll create another layer. In this case, I kind of want to do maybe like some stripes right next to this one, right? So there's kind of like 2 layers of stripes coming in here. Make another layer. Maybe I want to have like some circles up here. Maybe I do another layer where there's like a coloring in these circles, right? Basically, just whatever patterns you're going for. And you want to try and get them in different layers so that it'll use different colors on the main skin. So then, now that we've got a handful of layers here, we want to make a new folder, so a new group, and we're going to call this red. And we're going to grab these layers and put them into red. We're going to number these. We're going to call this one 100, 75, 50, and then 25. And these are going to correspond with the layer opacities. So we can leave 100 at 100% opacity, go to 75 and change that opacity to 75. 50 can go down to 50, and 25 can go to, 25 can go to 25. And so by doing that, we've kind of created these layers that have these different opacities, and these layer opacities is what gets actually read into in-game to sort of apply different colors to these different layers. And then finally, what you can do is create a new layer, put it above this layer, and then hold Alt and click this to lock it to that layer. Then we're going to want to fill it with pure red. So in this case, it's FF0000. And then you can do Control Backspace again to fill in that layer. And it'll apply a red to that layer. And then really importantly, you'll want to change this group setting from pass through to screen. It's going to look a little bit weird here, but when we turn on black, it looks perfect, and it looks similar to the the reds that you're going to be getting on the. It'll be very similar to the reds on this one, right? Next up, we'll do very similar. We have to do it for both green and blue now. So I'm just going to swap my color to white here. I'm going to hide this. I'm going to say, okay, so for my green layer, I want to maybe like, set that to white. I want to maybe like outline this and make a cool pattern over here. I'll make another layer. Maybe it's like the green bits are pointy at the end here, right? I don't know. Let's do one. Maybe there's some circles up here, the top of the head, and maybe another layer over here around the nostril or something, right? So similarly to here, we can go 100, 75, 25, 50, and 25. We want to put all of these into their own layer, in their own group. We're going to call this one green. Did it actually go in there? There we are. Make sure we set the opacities of these layers to 25. It's very simple, but It's like a very easy way for you to get all your layers done and set up in a row in a way where it's easy for you to edit later. So I'll make this green. The easiest way to make this pure green is do 0, 0, FF, 0, 0. That's pure green. Control backspace to fill it with green. Hold down Alt to link it to this. Click on this layer and change it from pass through to screen. And if we look here, bang, looks fine, right? By the way, these can overlap, right? So I could paint it over here and it would still be fine. You can see if I paint it here with the red, it actually turns yellow. It blends the colors together, and that's the reason why I was setting it to screen. And then finally, I'm going to do blue. So let's get this here. So we're going to do keep our color white. I'll do some streaks over here, whatever. Maybe some stripes in the middle here. Another layer, we could make some circles in here, and then maybe the final layer, we just have spots all over, whatever kind of texture you want to do. That's fine. Make another layer here. We're going to call it blue. Going to grab all of these, put it into blue. We're going to call this one 25, 50, 75, 100. I'm going to make a new layer. Put it up here. And then the final one here, we want blue, so it's FF0000. Oh, sorry, my mistake. 0000FF, that's pure blue. Control backspace to fill it in, hold Alt, click it to here to attach to the layer, and set this to screen. And now, if we were to hide bring back the black, this is like a perfect layout to easily replicate the color blending that needs to happen to get a texture that looks a little bit like this one. So you can see we've got yellow here, we've got pink here, and you're going to get that here too. So you have pink, yellow, whatever it is, right? You'll have to eyeball the patterns, of course, and they're going to depend on whatever you need to do for your skin. The only thing that I'm not covering here is how to make the alpha channel. So I've gone ahead and opened up the raw texture, and if I go to the channels, you can see there's the final channel. It's called alpha. If you do Control A to select this and Control C to copy it, you can technically go ahead and paste it into here. I'm just pasting it into this channel. You could go ahead and use this exact one. You could make your own custom one, whatever you want. It's not the end of the world if you just use the default one. It will make, for example, this is the bottom of the chin right here. It has a very bright patch on the bottom of the chin. And if you wanted to change that to be on the top of the head up here or something, you could totally do that. But if you just want to keep it simple and easy, you could always just go to the channel layer, go to alpha right here, paste it in there, and then it's done. And you don't even have to worry about it being in a layer. It's just in the channel alpha already here. You could always make your own custom one, right? So if you wanted to make a new texture and just paste your alpha into here, and make different layers. You could, do maybe paint this in white. Maybe you don't want that white here, and fill that in. And then maybe you could make a new layer, make it, black. Put black on the. Oops, sorry. Put black on the top of the head. Maybe this is your new alpha that you want to use. Just merge the layers. Control A, Control C. So select all, copy, and then just paste it into your new alpha over here. That might be fine too. It's up to you. I guess the thing with alphas is that you don't really paint them in the Photoshop layers. You kind of just paint them in the channel. So that's why you might have it in a different document. But yeah, that's the best way to go about doing it. And then you can just paint whatever custom textures you want, and it should display properly and actually be read by the game to include all the different colors that it's going for. I think that's it. Thanks.